Ba 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 ba.
Introducing. I am Reginald Fingertickle, and I have been prescribed the duties of introducing the I Don't Get It podcast. Introducing the backbone to this whole show, Tesla, the king of comedy, the funniest man you'll ever see.
Mr.
And-
Mr. Reginald. He's not the backbone.
Finger tickle to you, young man.
Okay.
And we have the desk. We have Tesla's old flip phone somewhere in the dumpster. We're going to give a shout out to the birds. And also, yes, you, young man, Nacho.
Oh, just
Thank
young
you,
man.
Mr. Finger Tickle. That was very good.
I don't appreciate it.
I don't tell him what to say. I just gave him $2. I found him behind a McDonald's. I was like, hey, can you
I
do...
knew he was homeless.
Can you... I didn't say he's homeless. Way to judge.
Behind a McDonald's, probably in a trash can. You gave him $2 to be on a podcast.
The details of what part behind McDonald's is irrelevant, but
A dumpster.
he was in the dumpster, yeah.
Okay.
He was in the dumpster because I did ask him to go find my old flip phone.
Well,
So,
that and he's homeless.
I mean, for $2 or, yeah, you start to question things. But Mr. Finger Tickle, he's not going to be unemployed very long. I think he'll be back again. Another round of applause.
Yeah, it's $2 job. I'm sure he'll come back.
Finger Tickle out!
Damn it, he left.
You just like jump through the roof. Incredible.
It's magical. Magical dumpster man.
Very good. So throughout these weeks, I've started to feel more and more like an intern because I just bring you a drink every week. Today I brought you 2 drinks because I got you an iced cap
Yeah, it's really good too.
and I have you the monster flavor of the week, which I'm trying my best to tie into the subject for the week. And if you try hard enough, you can make it seem relevant to anything. So we have Monster Energy Ultra Gold.
Oh, I thought it was a coffee one. I was gonna be very terrified.
No. So based off of Ultra Gold, can you guess what the subject of discussion is today?
Leprechauns.
No.
Damn, I thought you were gonna steal their podcast.
Oh yeah, quick shout out to our friends over on the podcast, A Page Too Far. You can find them on Spotify. They have an Instagram. I
It's
believe
a-
they're on YouTube as well.
It's a fucking great show. Even if you don't read books, like I have no intention to read anything, these people are hilarious.
Bet they
Straight
are.
up hilarious.
So what they do is they each week I believe they go back and forth. They'll read a book based off of the cover, story, whatever catches their eye. They'll read their book, and then they'll go through the book with their co-host and describe it to them and what happens. And at the end, they decide, is it a good book, a crappy book, whatever. It's very entertaining. If you don't like reading books but you like stories, check them out. A Page Too Far.
Definitely check out the episode. I don't remember which one it was, but the one with the firefighter guy. It's like a romance novel.
Ah, yeah.
Hilarious.
It is really good. All of them are good. Anyways, so our subject today of what I do not get. Oh yeah, your guess was leprechauns.
Yeah.
Joe, you know what I don't get?
I'm still trying to think of something. It's gold. Drawing a blank.
There's so many things that are gold, that involve gold. You're never going to get it.
Pirates.
Arr, matey, no. How in the flippin' heck were the pyramids made?
Oh, damn it. I would have never guessed that. I would have never guessed that.
I mean, pharaohs were buried with their treasure.
Supposedly
and gold.
aliens. That's what the people on the aliens guy.
Yeah,
I know
the-
nobody can
the
see my
meme.
hand motions, but
It's-
I'm doing that smart
it's-
alien guy for the History Channel.
It's that meme where he has his hands up, his hair's crazy, he's like, aliens.
I like that guy.
I discussed with my brother, who's going to be doing a show about aliens. I said, can you talk about pyramids? He's like, yeah. So I'm going to leave that part up to him.
Oh, so we're not going to learn about that today?
No, we're not going to learn about that today. I did find, however, other interesting things.
Slavery.
Actually, no.
Oh,
We'll get into that.
really?
Yeah, right?
I thought that was the
There's-
next best option.
There's actually a strong argument against that. So,
Wow.
in particular, we're talking about the Great Pyramid of Giza. There's 3 pyramids there, but we're talking about the main one, the Big Kahuna, the pyramid that belonged to Khufu, I believe was his name, Pharaoh Khufu, King Khufu. The other 2 belonged to his son, and then his son's son. I don't remember the names. I'm not gonna care. His son is the one with like that Sphinx or whatever, the human head with the lion body.
Oh.
And then the other one nobody even cares about. But the Great Pyramid of Giza.
So the other one is like essentially you and your family. The
Damn.
adopted one nobody cares about.
Damn.
Got him.
So it stands at 450 feet tall. Took over 20 years to build, and it was the tallest building for about 3,800 years. This dates back to about 2000 something BC. So it's a pretty old boy, and it still stands to today.
I mean, I would hope so.
It is
It's got to be made out of like huge cement blocks. Like
no cement.
what? Sandstone?
I believe granite.
Holy shit!
I have it somewhere in my notes here. We'll get to there. It has shrunk over time, losing about 31 feet. Yeah, it belongs to King Khufu.
It's insane. I feel like that's reasonable.
Yeah. In comparison, the Statue of Liberty is 305 feet tall. So
How tall is it? It's 400 something?
455 feet. So it's like if you took the Leaning Tower of Pisa and stacked it on top of the Statue of Liberty. It's that tall.
Is the Leaning Tower of Pisa only one?
It's like 130 feet, I think. So yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter. This thing does not compare to buildings nowadays. But go ahead.
The base of this triangle boy is 756 feet. 2.5 football fields. I feel like measurements.
Shit, that's huge.
A lot of people use football fields to measure things.
That's huge.
Yeah. Guess how many stone blocks it took to build this? Just the one pyramid.
It has to be an egregious number, like 40,000.
You're not even close, bro.
More than that?
2.5 million stone blocks were
Stop.
cut.
Are they
moved,
small blocks? They look huge.
Cut, moved, and positioned. This is where the I don't get it part is because it's freaking wild. So let me see. They were taken from near where the pyramids were built, but the larger granite stones were moved from over 500 miles away. Think about that. They don't have trucks. They don't have
Horses, nothing. They're in a desert. They
might
can't
add-
have horses in a
They might
desert.
add horses.
Camels, maybe.
Oh yeah, horses would die.
It'd be way too hot.
Oh, if humans can live, do you think horses could live?
I mean, 500 miles? I don't even know if a horse can walk through sand. Like, that's a whole different topic.
Maybe
in
it was
itself.
brought over on a ship or something. So I
Wait,
guess
is the 500 miles on land or
a good researcher would have found that out.
could be across an ocean?
Yeah, we'll say water because it makes it more believable, but still
Still
unbelievable. So the stones' weight range from 2 tons to
So,
to 50 tons.
no way that could be on a boat. There's no chance that's a boat.
2 tons to 50 tons.
How the fuck could
One
you keep
one
it?
ton weighs 2,000 pounds. If any of you are unfamiliar, hit puberty. Heck yeah. So yeah. So 2.5 million stones between 2 and 50 tons. It is still unknown how they transported and lifted the stones during construction.
Aliens.
No.
Has to be.
The rough estimate through the entire structure of this thing took 20 years. There were 100,000 workers. Freaking crazy.
I don't think realistically, let's talk about this. I don't think 100,000 people with machinery nowadays, minus a crane, can do that much work. I mean, sure, it would be a lot faster. They would build it faster.
I think the Empire State Building was built by 3,000 people.
The Empire State Building is a fucking building. We're not talking about granite walls that weigh 2,000 pounds each. And I mean, essentially, we're talking about, oh yeah, they have semi trucks and a road like to drive on, like aliens.
So somebody did the math, God bless them, but so 2 point whatever million blocks throughout 20 years, they would have had to lay a new block every 3 minutes.
That's unreasonable. That's even unreasonable for people nowadays. Again, with roads and semi trucks and even a crane.
Again,
I don't even think that's possible with a crane.
this is the I don't get it part.
I get it. It's alien.
And it's not like they just threw the blocks down, man.
Has to be.
Apparently, like, it was so perfectly done, like you can't even fit a hair in between these blocks. Like the adhesive that they used, scientists still don't know what they used. Like it's a mystery. It's held up for thousands of years, and they have no clue what it is.
It's got to be some kind of natural glue, I'd imagine.
Just
I don't know what it could be.
horse blood. That's where the horses went.
Yeah, we use them to bring the blocks across the sand. And time to go. Sorry.
Just like the
Off with the
groundhogs.
head.
Just like the groundhogs, they strung them up, took the blood.
Oh, here we go. Now there's a shadowy cabal in the pyramids of Giza.
An inbred horse man person built the pyramids.
Oh.
I could just picture the horse inbred man just at the top of the pyramids, just looking down, and be like, "Stop horsing around, y'all."
And then chop, his head goes off. Horse blood drains onto the blocks, and the rest is history, as they say.
So some believe that they were slaves that built this pyramid, but archaeologists, big words, that discovered bones have discovered that these bodies were on a healthy diet of meat and grain, which would not have been given to slaves. Also, the burial sites of these people were much closer to the pyramids, of which the slaves would not have had the honors of being buried.
Unless,
Okay.
I mean, people, they're I don't want to say this is going to sound horrible.
Mm.
But there has been times where slave owners might not have treated their people terribly. Like, most of them probably did. I'm 99% sure.
Mm.
But maybe one of 100 didn't.
I mean,
But they still worked them.
if it was a demon horse person, maybe they were just scared to death, and that's why they built the pyramids. Like, we don't want to get cursed.
Yeah, well, and essentially, you would want to feed these people very well.
Yeah.
So they're fucking jacked.
What's his name? King. I was thinking about that. I was like, everybody had 6-pack abs.
Yeah, definitely.
If you're
You,
if you're hauling 2,000 or 2,000-pound blocks
and I'm letting you know
up
right
a
now,
ramp,
if you're the guy that wasn't jacked, you first want to die.
you're
Like-
you're the next adhesive. Like
You're the guy. Yeah, they chop the head off and drain your blood onto the pyramid.
you're the adhesive, bro.
Like
You just-
it has to be. It's aliens or slaves. There's no way these people just decided, let's just build the giant pyramid so we can give it to one guy.
It's actually a real tradition, you know. It's an honor. It's like a passing over. This is why they built the pyramids, so they had like luxury to pass over into the next life. And if
But none of
anybody
them were-
if anybody was going to have an easy and amazing passing over, it is going to be the pharaoh or King Khufu.
Yeah, the slave owner. He's a slave owner. I mean, I don't know that for sure.
Can't cancel him. Experts believe that at least 20,000 to 30,000 skilled masons, engineers, architects, surveyors, and other craftsmen constructed the pyramids. It is believed that they work shifts all year round. They would have had to,
Every 3 minutes.
with
they're
each
working-
shift made up of collection of workers.
Dude, I don't know how.
So
That doesn't even seem like enough people.
sleds. So the theory, there were sleds and ramps, And what they would do, they put the stone blocks on the sleds, and while they're dragging it, they'd pour water in front of the sleds, which made it easier to slide by, I think it was like 50%.
It's not enough. It doesn't seem like enough.
There's a
Not even close.
I mean, if you got like 100 guys hauling one, it's doable, right?
What's the average strength of
I
a
don't
person
know.
with six-pack abs? Can somebody, realistically, if they have six-pack abs, can they pull 300 pounds?
I think it defined it's more than just
Up a hill.
6-pack abs. I mean, you got leg muscles, arm muscles.
Well, if they have six-pack abs, you're a hell of a specimen. Nobody has six-pack abs that has like fucked up arms. Like nobody. That's never gonna be a thing.
Not all bodybuilders are like super strong. They just have the muscles to look good. I'd pick Bruce Lee over a bodybuilder in a fight any day.
Well, Bruce Lee is a.
Doesn't matter. He knows kung fu. Okay.
That doesn't matter.
Bad example. You know what I'm saying?
Is it kung fu?
I don't
think it's.
It's probably like some jujitsu,
No,
tai chi something.
What I'm saying is, to be as jacked as these people probably had to be,
Yeah.
it maybe only takes about 100 people. But you got to remember, there's probably only 30,000 people working at one time.
Why has there never been a romantic novel with just Egyptians, like as the cover?
There definitely has. Just look up Egyptian romantic Harlequin novels. I guarantee you there's
You
8,000.
say Harley Quinn?
Harlequin.
Oh.
No, they had, like, from that podcast, dude, that book company made, like, 2,000 books in 1 year.
Oh, you actually looked it up?
No, they said it on their podcast.
Oh, I don't.
And
Whoops.
Yeah, he doesn't listen.
I do. I had my husband ears on that day.
But, like, 2,000 books in 1 day, or in 1 year, that's fucking a lot. That's, like, what we're talking about right now. Just minus, 2 tons of granite and sleds and ramps. What I'm getting at is that to have that many muscles, like have a six-pack, like that's washboard abs. Like you're the guy, okay?
So, a lot of people just see it as like really hard to believe that people could do this without cranes and stuff. Maybe we're all just.
I feel like it's impossible.
Maybe we're all just really lazy.
No, I don't think it's realistic.
Get off the couch. Go build a pyramid
Again,
right now.
even with cranes and modern technology, this thing takes at least a year.
Yeah.
Minimum a year.
Yeah.
And that's probably with, 30,000 people, which is about what they had at any given time.
And I think a normal crew, what the Empire State Building had 3,000. Yeah, 3,000 people, cranes,
That's not
trucks.
2 tons of granite they're lifting every time. Like, just to load it onto a crane takes minutes.
You can do it. I believe in that.
Probably, 20 minutes to an hour to load 1 block onto a crane. And then to transport it. And then to put it down. To take the straps out. And do it all over again. How many times? How many blocks was there? 1,000,000? Some gross number like that?
Fun fact, the 3 pyramids are perfectly aligned with Orion.
And Easter Island and all that. Yeah, we know. That's... Oh, I can't wait to talk to your brother.
Could it be a map? Dun, dun, dun.
From aliens.
So inside the pyramid is a constant 68-degree Fahrenheit temperature. They got free air conditioning for life, bro.
I mean, it's granite. I feel like that
Constant.
It's granite.
Outside
I feel like
can
that
get-
probably keeps the heat really out.
Outside can get upwards to 122 degrees Fahrenheit. And they got it to stay 68 degrees inside.
Yeah, because the brick.
It's crazy.
It's, I mean, wow, it's got to be, fuck, if they actually had a winter, imagine. That would get to under negative.
Like, you're just outside working all day. You're like, I'm swimming balls off.
Like, even if the temperature probably got to like 50
Go
degrees,
inside, be
it would
like-
be cold as shit.
Oh, King Khufu, you got that AC going, baby. Woo!
Dungeon, because you're not supposed to be coming into my area.
That's true. Right to the dungeon. Adhesive.
He's the one guy, yeah.
Adhesive, go. Okay, so the pyramid was designed as a tomb for the pharaoh, and he would take his treasures and belongings with him in the afterlife, which I went over. When you enter the pyramid, there is a passage that's saying, oh my gosh, come on, Jason, you can do this. There's a passage that's 354 feet into the bedrock that levels off. Then it continues another 29 meters to unfinished underground chamber. I went and looked up videos of this. They had more plans. It got canceled. They're definitely digging down to something.
So like making a basement or
I don't know, maybe super dungeon. Like after
how many people do you think it took to make the adhesive?
I don't know. They don't know what it's made. Just how
I
many
mean,
people does it
essentially-
take to crush a horse?
Essentially, yeah, you'd have to like, you know.
Maybe they had a presser, just grinding.
Oh, maybe.
Anyways,
Oh, that would suck.
after the super dungeon, there is a hole in the roof that leads to an ascending passage, 129-foot stretch rising to the Grand Gallery. This is the only non-pyramid with a passage that slopes upwards. I don't know why I had that. At the entrance of the gallery, there is a passage to the Queen's Chamber. There's a series of halls that stretch from north to south, and nobody knows what they're for. Like, they don't go anywhere. They don't do anything,
This is just a hallway.
I guess. They're like, hey, you know what this place needs? Hallways. To where, sir? Nowhere.
First thing I think of is like if we're talking about hallways. Hallways are fucking creepy. Like 90% of the time. Like the hallway in that movie with the creepy kids.
Shining?
Is that at a hotel or something?
The Shining.
Yeah.
Come
Fucking
play with us, Danny.
creepy kids.
Yeah.
Always at a hallway. That in Resident Evil, in the first Resident Evil, there's like a fucking random hallway you gotta walk down, and dogs jump out the windows. Like zombie dogs and attack you.
Oh.
So, like, I have a feeling these hallways had to be something like that leads to the dungeon, and the dungeon never got completed.
Maybe. I mean, but these hallways are up. Remember, they're up 120 feet.
Oh, so at the Queen's Chamber, they might be like, I don't know. Why would it have a hallway? Like, is it the top of the pyramid, like a separate room?
No, okay, so if you're looking at it when you enter, there's a slope that goes down to the dungeon, then there's one that goes up to the Queen's Gallery, then you go up even more, and it's the Pharaoh's room, and then there's like an extra room above that was made so like it wouldn't crumble the Pharaoh's chamber if like
so
the,
it's like
if
a
the
crawl
top
space.
if the top fell down, yeah. And that's where they found like King Khufu's signature. Like, what's up, gang? It's a circle with like I don't know his signature.
Khufu was here.
It's your boy Khufu.
Young Khuf.
Yeah. So there's nothing inside the pyramid anymore. It's Tomb Raiders took everything. Even Khufu's out of there. He split.
Why is it not a museum?
You can go inside.
Like no,
It's a
why do
tourist
we not?
attraction.
Why do we not like capitalism hasn't got to the pyramid? Like I don't understand. How do we not capitalize on this? But
I'm sure you have to pay to go in it. Like you can't just go to Giza and be like, hey, walking in
seems like Tomb Raiders just did.
right to dungeon.
They went in, took Pharaoh's stuff.
I
and
mean,
money.
They didn't
probably.
always have the bouncer standing at the front door. I mean, this is over 4,000 years.
Okay, fair point.
So the only thing that's left is the sarcophagus, which is part of the room, which is also too big to have been put into the room. So it was actually built around the sarcophagus. How they did that?
Or they built it. They took the pieces through the.
It's part of the floor. Like, it does not move. How they did that?
Well, I would assume they could. Oh, they couldn't put it together if it's bigger than the room.
And if it's part of the floor, how?
You would have had a base, yeah. I don't know. Aliens. I'm going back to aliens.
Okay, I thought about this.
It's got to be aliens.
What is the point of the aliens doing it? would it just be like, let's help them build pyramids, and then, that's it, guys?
No, but
Couldn't aliens do something more valuable with their time?
well, what if these were aliens trying to
Build a map.
settle down?
What scared them away?
You know, they got married and everything. Just time to settle down. A little
Okay.
small pyramid in the middle of the desert.
Where'd they go?
What if they died? Didn't the... Oh, no, that was long before that, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what would have killed them. Maybe it is a map.
Why would they need a map if they already know how to get
It
there?
would make more sense if it's a map, though.
I mean, they already know how to get to Earth.
Because everything connects, dude. There's like 9 or 10 things that actually are in line with each other. Like super landmarks. I'm going to try to find it. I'm going to look it up. Just keep talking.
The 7 wonders of the world?
I think they're 7 of the 10 things. I think there's
No,
like 10 or 11.
The pyramids are one of them.
No. Yeah. But there's other
One of the
other
few
6
that
places.
are still like
Not robbed by treasure robbers.
actually, the outside of the pyramids were covered in limestone, I believe, that made it like white. And when it reflected the sun, these pyramids would look like a big shiny diamond. Since then, it's been stripped of that.
Like a beacon from outer space.
No.
Tell me it can't be seen from outer space.
Here's what happened.
I think you could see that.
I doubt that.
With a telescope, you can't. If you sat on the moon with a telescope, you're telling me you can't see the pyramids? I think it might be possible.
Anyways,
Maybe a satellite telescope, but still.
You're thinking about this too hard. This is what happens. King Khufu's like, I want it to be shiny like a diamond. So King Joffrey from the other side, he just sees me glistening, rolls up to my pad. I'm like, what's up, bro? If you have a shiny diamond pad, like, you're the hottest guy around. Am I wrong?
No, I feel like you're right.
Yeah, but since then, all of it's been stripped. There's a little bit left, I believe, on the second pyramid, like at the top. It's lost its color.
But
yeah, like in its prime, these were like shiny white pyramids that looked sick. You should check it out on YouTube. There's plenty of videos. Another fun fact about this pyramid is it has an invisible door. So it was so well built that it fits right into the structural of this place that from the outside you cannot see this door.
So it's like a mirage, but real.
It's not a small door.
Real life.
It's 20 tons. It's a 20-ton door, Joe. Think about that.
Yeah, but we don't know how big a ton is.
2,000 pounds.
Yes, but a ton of...
That's 40,000 pounds. How small could a 40,000-pound door be?
Depends. What is it? I mean, it's made out of granite, so...
It's a swivel door.
They had, like, hotel doors back then? Where you could walk through it?
I
I assume it's like one of those rotary doors, right?
think it's
Like,
like...
we get inside and
It's
you gotta wait for it.
It's like hanging on hinges or something. Perfectly done. So it's so perfectly balanced, you could push it with one hand.
Oh, so it's essentially one of those doors, just it spins. Like it hangs from the center of the door, and you move it.
I think it goes like into the wall.
Well, that's not a swivel then.
Oh,
I get okay. If it's swiveled the other way, like
yeah.
from the
I
side.
didn't get to see any videos of this door, but apparently, yeah, you can only like open it from the inside. There are plenty of other ways to get in. Like there's if you go there, you can see places where people tried to break in. Like, not gonna happen.
I mean, people did it. Didn't they steal all the shit?
I mean,
Yeah. So 20-ton doors and stuff anyway.
In a building over 4,000 years, you're gonna lose all the stuff, you know.
I mean, I guess that's fair. Yeah.
So that's what I don't get this week. Do you have any theories other than aliens?
I'm still. Hold on. Just keep talking to the people.
Until there's proof of aliens, it's not aliens. It's just good, hard-working people doing God's work, brick by brick.
I really can't find this, and I'm not trying to pay a National Geographic
Heck no.
article just to read this. But I know it's like it has to do with Easter Island and some other places that were just magically built, like the pyramids.
These are just maps.
It's basically like landmarks on Earth that the aliens know what part of the planet they're on,
Oh,
based on the location.
it's like, oh, it's those big Stonehead boys. We're here.
It's essentially what it is.
We're on
yeah.
Easter Island.
And it's like a map to this planet that you
Okay.
can't forget.
What would be
Now I'm sure they have way better maps, and
the map marker in the United States?
if there is one,
The Alamo,
no, I would assume probably Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore. Oh yeah,
But I think that was built
it's
by
the
people.
other Stoneheads.
It is.
Well, weren't all these built by people?
Easter Island
Wasn't Mount
supposedly
Rushmore just
was built
done
by the people on
by-
the island? But we don't know that to be a fact. Just like we don't know the pyramids have been built by the people in the desert. That sounded terrible.
Didn't one guy do Mount Rushmore?
I think, yeah.
Crazy. Like, I mean, no
mean,
disrespect to him.
You would have to have a small group. If it was a small group of people, it couldn't be too many because you have to try to. They all look
Amazing.
very the same. Like
Oh,
the structure is not like it's not like you take 10 artists and you all give them a blank paper and tell them to draw a cat. It's not all gonna look
Yeah,
the same.
I get you.
Maybe 2 or 3 of the cats might look the same, but they'll never all look the
You
same.
know what we need? We need Nicolas Cage to make a third National Treasure about the pyramids.
They already have shit about this. Like,
Yeah, and we still don't know anything. You're telling me Nick Cage goes in there? We're not going to figure something out?
I mean, I argue
I'm going to steal the pyramids of Giza.
he could do it. Stole the Declaration of Independence.
He did. Those were great movies.
Didn't he go to prison?
No, he just ratted out his buddy
Oh,
because the cops like, somebody's got to
Yeah.
go to prison.
That evil guy. I don't remember that evil guy.
That's not how it works.
He
buddy.
trapped him in the room, right?
I don't remember.
Or was that the second movie? They were in some like cave
Oh, that was the second one.
with like diamonds on the floor and shit. Like,
It wasn't the Pyramid of Giza. The place empty. I want to go
that
there.
was the Book of Secrets, right? Like the President book.
I'm having like
God, I can't
real
remember this
flashback
movie.
right now. So I guess if you go to this place, like I saw an overhead map. It's the 3 pyramids. Then it's like Los Angeles, like so many buildings. Like they said, all these pictures of the
Where
pyramids.
is it?
Egypt and Giza.
No shit.
I forget the proper name, but it's something Giza.
Is Giza a big place in Egypt?
Man, it looked big. Anyways, like people say, you take a picture of these pyramids, it looks so nice, just desert background. You do a 180, there's like Pizza Hut. Do you see a problem with that?
Capitalism. That's the problem with that.
The real problem is
I guess they are
it's-
capitalizing on it.
It's not Honest John's Pizza. That's the true crime
Fucking
here.
True. That is so
Have you
true.
ever wanted to smell camel poop, see a big pyramid, and have the greatest pizza of your life? Stop on by Giza. We've got Honest John's coming to a new location. Make it happen, Honest John's, please. I'll go see the pyramids if you do this.
Yeah.
We have
it needs to
a
be
new
there. Like,
pyramid
if
slice,
Pizza Hut is there, they just
a pyramid pizza, a new triangle pizza
stop and it elevates like 3D. Like,
made with horse blood as the sauce. Done.
wasn't there horse meat in Taco Bell
I heard it.
or something like that?
I never looked into it. I feel like that's one of those things you just hear once and then you're like, yeah, I'm going to believe that for the rest of my life. Very possible, though.
I'm telling you right now,
That's not beef.
it's damn good. If that's horses, like,
Horses make great
shit.
tacos and great pyramids.
horse blood pyramids. Okay.
Honest John's coming to new locations around the world.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I still think it's aliens. To go back to the topic, I still think it's aliens. And I know your brother.
So this makes a strong argument that aliens are friends.
How do you know that?
Why wouldn't they just come and kill us? Why are they like, let's build?
To go back to the other topic,
And-
slavery.
Okay,
You mean to tell me they can't come back in about 1,000 years
Does
and
that-
just enslave the whole world?
no.
I
Earth,
mean-
Earth go hard, to quote Lil Dicky.
That he did say that.
Earth go hard.
But
Does that mean
what is the Earth gonna do? Nuke the planet just to stop the aliens? Like, no, they can't.
they might? Who knows? Does that mean they built all the pyramids in the world?
Isn't that what they did in Independence Day? They like blew up a meteor.
That's Armageddon.
Oh, I always get them confused. Independence Day is Will Smith, and
Yeah.
Armageddon is Bruce Willis.
Bingo.
Okay.
Proud of you.
But they shot that with a bomb, right?
You know, Bass Pro Shop has like one of the biggest pyramids in the world.
Bass Pro Shop.
I think it's either Bass.
That's the hunting store.
Yeah, it's either Bass Pro Shop or what's that other place? I don't know, but one of their stores is like a big pyramid, and it's like one of the biggest pyramids in the world.
Outside of Giza.
Yeah, that's the biggest one.
Wait, they.
King Khufu
Oh, I
is
was
the
gonna
biggest
say,
one in
like,
the world.
fuck, we already destroyed the Egyptian civilization by building a bigger pyramid in America.
Capitalism.
Goddamn facts. Capitalism sucks.
That it does. But at least you can get a nice fresh slice while you're checking out.
I heard how, like, I was listening to that podcast. I already told you this. But for everybody else that doesn't know, I was listening to like a 6-part podcast on the World Trade Center and the whole 9/11, incident. Called it incident because I don't know if it was a tragedy, if it was a George Bush plant. If we let it happen, Michael will tell you this story too when he gets on the podcast. But supposedly, after everything, there's now reflecting pools in Ground Zero, where the World Trade Center stood. And the ticket prices rise every year until now. They're still currently rising. But why? Like, my question is why? Is it just because capitalism? Has to be. Like, shit like that is why we have a Pizza Hut next to a pyramid.
I don't know anything about that, but I just figured out why there's so many pyramids.
Okay.
The aliens. They built a pyramid. They're like, check this out. And then they got 2 of their friends to go out and build pyramids.
Build new pyramids.
Who got their 2 friends, and it was a pyramid scheme.
I got there. It's actually not too bad, yeah.
That's where the origin
That's
came
a
from.
good joke. Damn, you should have led with that a long time ago.
I had it like in my brain notes. I was like, you have to work the pyramid scheme in there, and I didn't know how I was gonna do it. But then you went on your George Bush rant, and it just triggered something.
Oh, I can't wait till Michael comes on this podcast.
Again, if I took a shot every time you,
We're gonna have so
got
much
excited.
to talk about.
It sounded like somebody was right behind me.
There's nobody behind you.
You're just sitting there, hands on your shoulders.
Head falls off.
We're running low on adhesive, young man.
We are in a basement. I mean,
Uh-oh.
I'm not saying these walls are gonna be covered in your blood. It's just possible.
I mean, if it walks like a duck and talks like a duck,
It's not a mongoose.
it's not a mongoose. What does a mongoose look like?
I think they're like an anteater type creature, just not an anteater. I think they look like that.
Have there ever been any good Pharaoh movies?
I don't like movies like that.
I'm like ADHD right now. I can't focus on one thing. Every time we start talking about
You're
something,
telling
it goes.
me. I've been talking about slavery and aliens
It
and
goes-
Ground Zero.
I'm at least I'm focused on the subject.
I mean, I think it's aliens. I'm trying to focus, but it's
The
how can it not
Prince
be that?
Prince of Egypt was a pretty good one. The cartoon
Never saw it.
about Moses.
Never saw it.
Are you like trying to quietly open up that can?
Yeah, now you just destroyed my secret.
There's no secret. It's like can being opened in 3,
Wow,
2.
that's it's really good.
Is it Ultra Gold?
Wow, it's a zero sugar one. They're all good. There's only one that I found was nasty.
What was that?
I don't remember what it was. I think it was a red can, like fruit punch or something.
Wow.
Watermelon.
Hot take.
It's kind of gross.
So if you could, would you explore the pyramids?
Ain't I allowed? Sounds like you're allowed.
Yeah. There's that like the super duper top room, you're not allowed. Because it's so like tight to get into.
Says you. Sounds like grave robbers did it. I could do it.
To the
Treasure
public
nabbers.
now that it's,
Now it's capitalism.
yeah, you're not allowed to go up there.
Wow, you know how much money is probably up there.
There's nothing up there. I watched a TV crew go into it. It's a History Channel or whatever.
Well, that makes me sad. Then why can't you go up there?
Because it's so tight, like you might get stuck and die.
So don't go up there.
Yeah.
Got it.
Unless you just
I'll mark that. Check off the list. Don't go
spit
to the
on it, then you can
pyramids.
slide right in.
I mean, we have lubrication now. You just fit it in there.
You just go to the pyramid. Honey, where's the butter?
Just whoosh.
Get me the margarine.
What works better, margarine or butter?
Like to slide your body into a tight room?
Yeah.
I feel like butter.
I mean, margarine is like strictly. It's not butter. Like, I mean,
I can't believe it's not butter.
it tastes that good.
It does taste very good.
Almost better than butter.
Mm,
Almost.
it's like a good palate cleanser, I guess. Like I need a new badoo splash in my mouth. Margarine. Sponsor us.
The margarine company. Is there only one margarine company? You never hear about anything else, but I can't believe it's not butter.
Are they margarine?
It is
I
margarine.
thought margarine was just margarine.
No.
Is it margarine or margin?
I think it's margarine. That's a question.
Anyways,
for Google. I
leave
don't know.
leave a comment on our YouTube channel or Facebook page. Oh, we made a Facebook page.
Yeah, you can leave.
We also
there.
made an Instagram, which is I_don't_get_it_pod.
Okay, that's too many underscores. First off,
They make me put an underscore between each word.
why?
I don't know, when you space it out.
You
It's
can't
just
put a period.
when you space.
Yeah, too many underscores.
Anyways,
okay, cool.
leave a comment. Let us know, butter or margarine to slide into a tight room. We need to know.
I think it has to be margarine. Margarine is more chemically made. Like it's not butter, so you can't just hand make our margarine.
But like, what if it just? I don't know. I feel like it'd dry out. Like butter is just naturally oily. Okay, cooking oil or butter.
Oh, cooking oil. I think cooking oil over both.
I think butter will stick to the skin longer though. Butter or the oil will just like.
But the
pour
oil
off.
is just gonna. You could.
I mean, they do make special oil for your body.
They do.
You could just use that.
Yeah, it's 21st century. It would really just fit right in.
I want to talk to like a historian. Be like,
That's
what is the best possible way to just like body lubricate yourself into the top room at the Pyramid of Giza?
It would have to be like some kind of sex lubricant. Like definitely, it had to be. What else is
Okay, what if you?
WD-40? That might kill you though.
Yeah, I'm not spraying that anywhere.
Like those are the things though. Like
WD-40 on the body?
I'm not saying you're gonna live.
Am I a rusted out screw or something?
No, but that would lubricate. What do you think? How do you think the screw gets out?
It's distilled water. WD-40.
That's all it is. Why does that look yellow?
Like the 40 is how distilled it is.
Okay, so you can't drink it. Like
That's-
you'll die.
Yeah. No,
You can drink distilled water and not die.
you can't drink cooking oil either. No,
You shouldn't.
to a point.
You shouldn't. I'm
We-
sure you can take a shot and not die. Wow, that's probably terrible for you. God, I want to know if
Actually-
you can drink cooking oil
Now that I
and
think,
not die.
so like these tunnels in the pyramid, they're more like ramps. Like they weren't built for walking; they were built for like getting stuff through it. So it's more like a big slip and slide waiting to happen. So you should probably bring your sex body lubricant, anyways. You could just slide around the entire pyramid. What if that's what their intention was? They just want to make a big slip and slide. And that's the whole pyramid.
The typical American
Okay.
consumes 3 tablespoons of cooking oil, vegetable oil in particular, every day. I know, that seems ridiculous.
I did eat.
I think it's on average. I don't think it's every day.
I did have 2 hash browns this morning, so
Yeah.
strong argument.
maybe.
Strong argument.
Come on, HBO Max. I don't want HBO Max.
Whoa. Sponsor us, HBO Max. We do want you.
I mean, he already has it, so
Yeah.
I just steal his account information. It's fine. But it says it could lower the risk of heart disease if you drink cooking oil.
Okay.
Vegetable oil.
What
in
does it do
particular.
for you health-wise if you smother your body in it and slip through a pyramid?
Probably nothing if you can drink it. I mean, okay.
I wonder if it
I don't know if that accounts
it
for
cause
you can drink the 3 tablespoons.
would it cause pimples, maybe?
Probably.
Yeah.
It's oil going into your skin.
Yeah, it's gonna block up some pores.
Yeah. Again, sex lubricant wouldn't do that.
Okay, so I found a flaw in our idea for slipping through this room. You're covered in butter. Okay, you went into the room. Cool. You saw the graffiti. Your boy Kufu is here signature.
You can't get out.
You go out.
You can't get out.
No, you go out. You're still
Do you have
covered.
more butter? Or it just doesn't go
If
away?
you better bring enough butter. I'm bringing like 2 blocks of butter, like the 4-packs.
You got your little. All I thought about was like, have you ever saw like Quick Draw McGraw, like the old TV shows, where he has like a holsters? He says you holsters of butter. Like,
I wonder if I have like butter guns.
oh, this is America. If we don't have butter guns, maybe capitalism is not what it's talked
That's
about.
smart. Just shoot your butter on your corn on the cob.
There's definitely butter guns. Oh my god! If there's not, I'm investing in making some.
So, anyways, the flaw. You leave the pyramid. You're still covered in butter because you don't have towels to wipe it off. You're in a pyramid. Well, you're gonna get eaten by camels. All they're eating is sand and water all day. And Pizza Hut, they smell butter. You tell me you're not gonna get a few eyes on you from the camels?
Sorry, I'm very distracted.
Yeah, I'll just talk to myself. So, Jason, how are you? Oh, I'm good. Yeah, your camel butter idea. That's probably
There's a butter gun on Walmart.
like
but
a gun that looks like a butter. Butter.
It's for decorating cookies.
Can I see?
I don't think it has anything to do with butter.
Butter cake.
Maybe buttercream is probably what they mean.
Butter cake decorating gun. Yeah, it's a cake. We need to make this. You just pour.
But
milk.
why can't you have this? Just instead of the thing in the back that pushes the butter out, have a one that you can take in and out. Load whole sticks of butter and then just.
Well, it needs like a heating mechanism so it melts it a little bit.
I mean, the friction going through. If you make the tube smaller than the butter, it would have to force it through. And I mean, you would have to use butter that's like room temperature. Like leave your butter out.
Yeah, it can't be the hard.
No, fresh out of the refrigerator. Can't do that. But it could work. You just push it out, and then while you have butter on your table, I don't know. It only really works for corn on the cob. Maybe that's why they don't have it. Because
I wonder if they allow
when would you use it?
Do they frisk you before you go in the pyramid?
Probably. No way. If you're not allowed to go to that room, they definitely. What I want to know is, do they have security cameras around the pyramids? I'm sure they do.
I don't know.
Is there fencing? Or can you just freely walk up to this?
Yeah, there's just
fucking
2
thing?
guys in the back with their swords.
Like, say you're just at Pizza Hut.
That was a fencing joke.
That was a fencing joke.
Oh my god.
I didn't get it.
I don't get no respect.
Tough
crowd.
I was trying to talk over you. That's why.
Yeah.
I just envisioned myself at the Pizza Hut, and I turn around, look out the window, like, fuck, you want to just go rob the pyramids today? And just walk up, take shit, and leave. If there was stuff
There's
there.
definitely leftover oil at the Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
You just dive in.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
You run right to the pyramid.
I love it. Definitely.
You
There's a lot of oil at a Pizza Hut, I bet. Because imagine all the fried shit they got to put.
Is it going to burn your flesh off? Maybe. At least you'll be smaller to fit into the hole.
No,
then.
I'm sure they have cooled oil.
That's true. So you grab your pizza, then you have an
Because don't they reuse the oil? I know McDonald's does that.
I don't know how restaurants work.
I I think they're allowed. And in
Oh.
Europe and in Europe, and in Egypt, I'm sure it's like less regulations than America. So I'm sure they just they have oil there for years probably.
Oh, they're a lesser people than us. Got it, Joe.
No, they just have
Wow.
less restrictions on businesses probably.
I mean, but it might just be a Pizza Hut thing. Like, they have standards, I'd imagine.
If it's a local owned Pizza Hut.
That's true.
We have locally owned McDonald's, but they just have to,
It's that bunny.
Yeah.
That's what I keep hearing right behind me.
causing a ruckus over there.
I'm thinking I'm the next adhesive. It's just the bunny. Okay, so yeah, you dunk in the oil. They're like, get out of here. You grab your pizza. You run right into the pyramid. The security can't stop you because you're a slippery boy. Then you got an exclusive room to eat your pizza.
Why is there security?
I don't know if there is.
Oh, so you just made that up.
I'd imagine it's a big historical monument.
That's what I'm saying. Isn't there going to have to be like cameras or fences around this thing?
I don't know.
What would stop anybody from breaking it? Now, granted, it's very hard to break. But if you had a jackhammer and about 10 people go into town on this pyramid, you could probably take out a wall, which would cause it to fall down.
What is it? Most of the bricks had quartz in it, which is like,
Damn, so they had granite and quartz?
yeah. So quartz is, I forget.
Yeah, they have to have some kind of security.
There was like a scaling thing, like of its denseness, like hardness. Like a diamond is a 10, quartz is a 7, so it's pretty.
Quartz is pretty strong.
Well, there was this passageway that they had to carve out, and I guess they would just take, a stone and just chisel it out, little by little, and they would get, 1 centimeter every hour.
So that's just impossible.
No, hey, you're doing this for the next 5 years. Okay.
Slavery.
Here's a big steak.
Alien
Okay.
slavery.
If somebody said, hey, Joe, go chisel that out for the next 5 years, but we'll give you pizza every day, are you a slave? Or are you doing it?
I mean, I love pizza, especially when it's Honest John's Pizza.
Ayo!
Please sponsor us. No, would I? Yeah, maybe.
It's just the more. So, like, last week was the first week that I actually did research.
Then again, if you ate all that pizza, you wouldn't have like washboard abs and be amazing.
I mean,
Especially if you're not doing anything, just sitting down,
I don't know. That's a lot of work.
chiseling your. You're not doing anything. I assume they're sitting on the ground. No way they're just standing up doing this for hours on end.
Have you ever chiseled something for hours on end?
No, but
You're gonna burn calories.
But I would be sitting down,
In the
so
hot
you can't
sun.
be burning too many calories.
I doubt there's somebody holding palm tree leaves over you. Like,
Wait, were they inside or outside? I thought they were in. I thought the quartz was inside the granite.
well, this passageway that I saw was outside the pyramid.
Oh, so it might have been for something else, just not finished.
No,
Because I assumed the quartz was inside the room. The granite would be, I feel like, a weaker material of the two. So you'd want the quartz for insulation. Like,
I don't know.
the inside walls would be made out of quartz. As opposed to, like, your wall here.
However they did it was correct. Like,
I mean, yeah.
architects these days have no idea how they built it so perfectly. There are
Architects don't, but I think I do. Aliens.
There are these markers outside the pyramid. Like, there's holes, and there some guy figured out their measurements, so they perfectly measured it out right next to where they were building with these measurements, so they knew exactly how to line it up, like how high they have to go at which point. I don't know. Is like perfectly measured out.
They probably use, like, string or something, but I don't know how. They had a different measurement system probably back then, too.
My brother put in my flooring in my bathroom because I'm just too stupid. I would have cut it so terrible. These people are building perfectly angled, structured, 450-foot high pyramids, and I can't put in wood flooring.
I mean, I can't either. So.
If there was a demon horse person behind my back, I might be able to figure it out.
God, we are idiots.
Like I said, maybe it's not
That's
aliens.
why. That's why I kind of.
Maybe we're just lazy. Maybe we're just.
They're barely even connected to anything.
You know what the sad part is?
It looks good, right?
Yeah.
I know. It's the same thing I thought when I was doing it.
Are you gonna do the whole floor like that? That looks good.
I mean, I'm gonna have to do it. I have to stagger them so they all can stick together. Right now, they're not. They're just
It
like.
looks good though.
I know. The whole time I was doing, it, I was like, "Fuck, I'm really good at this." Oh my god.
That was good. So, any remarks other than? I think the biggest thing we got out of this was figuring out how to slide into that special room.
Yeah.
We really,
Cooking off of the Pizza Hut across
Like,
the street.
you know, 100,000-pound blocks that are perfectly placed on each other. Nah, how do you get into that room?
Well, I mean, we discovered how you place the blocks, or at least how you adhese them together. Dead horses and the people that decided to,
Get some AC.
resent the pharaoh, just chop off at the head and drain the blood onto the pyramid. Yeah, it's, I don't know.
Maybe it was
It's kind of fascinating.
It is. It's very. I don't get it, and I don't think we ever will.
Yeah, me neither.
I mean, my brother can make a strong argument for the aliens.
Oh,
but
he's gonna.
unless
Mike,
there's
I want a text message tonight about
Unless-
the aliens and the pyramids.
unless there's like a picture of an alien arm around the shoulder of King Khufu, they're both doing like peace signs. Like,
Yo, young Koof, I'm sure he was down with the aliens.
I mean, he would have to been. He's the
yeah,
leader.
Yeah.
Like, where's your leader? Oh,
Like-
our boy Ku.
Like okay, they would have to have like the aliens who come to the Earth, and they would pick out certain people across
Come.
the planet. Okay, they would have. Now I lost. Stop. Now you're distracting me. They would have certain people like young Koof,
Yeah.
and he would be the guy to enslave his people, so the aliens don't have dirt on their hands. They come down like, hey, yo, we're gonna save the day. Young Koof is taking over. Let's be friends. And then all the aliens build the pyramids, and then the rest is history.
We need a rapper called Young Koof.
I bet there's a rapper already named Young Koof.
Yo, it's your boy Young Koof. You want some proof? Check my alien boy. He's got spaceship toys. We built the pyramids. Like, come on.
Yeah, it just writes itself.
I mean, if anybody writes that song, I have proof that I did it first now. So, give me those royalties.
You should try to find somebody to make that a song.
Go on Fiverr. Like, can you become a rapper called Young Koof?
That's your whole goal.
All right, leave another comment. Should I make a full song about Young Koof and the alien boy?
Yes, you should. Absolutely. I don't know how you don't. Okay, and the last thing we want to touch on here is we made a Patreon. I don't want to sound...
Going right into it. You just like,
I mean-
so that's the rest of our thoughts on Pyramid.
Well, I feel like we're done with the episode. Like, we
Okay.
talked about goddamn everything. Especially, the little room. Like, that's the one consensus that we got.
It's a pretty big room to us.
Okay, back to the Patreon. We created a Patreon, and I don't want to sound like you should donate,
Whoa.
but we're pretty great people. And
Whoa.
just like, saving a young child, it only takes $1 a
In the
month.
arms
It's actually cheaper than saving a young
of
child
an angel,
donating our podcast.
fly away.
$1 a month can get you access to just helping us. Just helping us save our pennies to get better equipment and get out of a basement. Now, at the $5 tier, if you did want to be extra generous,
I ran out of Sarah McLaughlin songs to sing.
you can get our episodes early, like 3 to 5 days, probably 5 days, but I'm lazy sometimes, so 3 days is the minimum. If you wanted to go up another tier, you'll get a bonus episode each month, and
Yeah, we're putting in extra work just for you.
definitely $10 a month. You deserve it. If you go up the next step to the $20 a month, you're an Honest John's slice of heaven hopeful, and you're just the holy grail of pizza. At this level, you'll get a live stream. We'll do a live stream once a month, talking to you,
Ooh.
not on camera.
Not yet.
Yeah, well, when we're able to do camera. As of right now, it'd be like a Zoom call or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe a TikTok. We might do a TikTok. That's a great TikTok live. There's an easy way to do that. Wait, you can't do it, can you?
They'd have to have 1,000 followers.
Okay, well.
Not everybody's
Twi-
famous, Joe.
Twitch, maybe, I guess, is a better platform. You will get exclusive episodes for up to 3 months. The bonus episodes will be up to 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to ask me anything. And let me check.
So I have a question. For the Patreon shout out, do they get shouted out on Patreon page or on our podcast?
I'm actually going to put it on our podcast. I'll record every name. I will say every name.
You hear that?
There is a podcast I'd seen that does this, and I am taking inspiration from them.
Somebody sign up as Dr. Poopy Pants, so he has to read that every week.
I'll read it once. I don't think this other podcast does that. I think he recorded it one time, and then every time there's a new name, he just adds it in.
Well, Dr. Poopy Pants will have to be said every episode.
I mean, I will record every name that is said. And it only takes $1 to sign up.
In honor of Norm MacDonald, somebody sign up as Turd Ferguson, please.
What was the other guy? Reginald?
Reginald Finger Tickle?
Touch Tickle?
Finger Tickle. Respect him.
I don't know him.
He's probably crying upstairs now. Behind the dumpster, of course.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so anyway, a Patreon. There's $1, $5, $10, and $20 a month tiers.
How do you find us on Patreon? What do you look up?
You got to go to patreon.com/I don't get it. It's not don't _ none of that nonsense. I don't get it.
Link will be in the description of this podcast as well.
Yes, and on YouTube too also.
And I believe in walk the walk, don't just talk the talk. So right now I'm going to become a homemade pizza. So
sure, I will too. I mean, I don't have a
I'm
Patreon account, but I will sign up to our own Patreon.
I'm basically paying you 50 cents to give me a shout out now.
What is your name going to be? Poopy
It's
Butthole?
just my regular name.
Oh, okay.
Don't say it. The whole name, just my first.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's fine. I think you can make a nickname. There's no way. It has to be able to be anonymous.
My membership. Okay.
Because I've seen people with names like XX Gaming 572.
I mean, maybe.
Like,
So I am now a patron of our podcast.
so now you're 2 patrons?
Oh, they
Did
take 10%.
They do, yeah.
Dang. So you're
Of
getting,
course, capitalism.
you're getting 45 cents. All right.
Yeah.
Give me a shout out.
Okay.
Thank your Patreons.
Our first patron, Jason, or Tesla as they call him. Okay, so we will have it starting next week. The episode will go up early, probably Monday. Probably this Monday, so a couple days from now.
Get in on those hot deals. We would really appreciate it. We want to be able to do this, and any support will help us, do it and do it better and more often.
Yeah, the more we could just go straight Joe Rogan, minus the being canceled part. We can go straight Joe Rogan right now and just have 3-hour episodes every day.
Hey, Jamie, pull up that video of the horse becoming adhesive.
He could find it. Jamie finds anything. Like, your brother is Jamie. I swear
even
to
if
God.
it doesn't exist, Jamie will pull it into existence. Man's powerful.
He's really powerful.
All right, so thank you, everybody, for swinging by. I love your ear holes for listening, and
We'll see you next week.
Mr. Finger Tickle out!
Jesus, this guy's back again.